Itaewon Sammy here. Hi everybody. Welcome back. And we are going to jump right in to this video. It is going to be on my first week using the new Galaxy S10 5G. And just going to show you guys all my phone there. There it is. Galaxy S10 5G. I did the unboxing video last week, and I would just want to say thank you to everyone for the amazing response. 5G, and it's on the KT telecom network. I'm going to get into a little bit more about it. Last week I did make some errors in my video.
I'm sorry, but you have a notification.
Sorry, that was my phone. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching, my loyal subscribers and my new subscribers. This video that I did last week was just one of my best videos ever. 500 views in less than 2 days. That's why I'm doing this one, because I just want everybody, I want to thank everybody who commented. So first of all, I'm going to tell everyone, please subscribe. I really do appreciate the subscriptions. I'm trying to just be the guy that's out there and just talking to you about, life. My life here in Korea, what I'm doing, and just the things that go on every day in my life. And hopefully it's a little bit of entertainment, all right? So, please click the subscribe button right there. I really appreciate that. Make some comments. I really do like the comments, okay? I'll point out a couple of people. Netta, thank you again. Really appreciate your support. My number one fan, Adil, you're constantly complimenting me on my work. I really appreciate that. Carlos, good friend. Thanks again, brother. I love seeing you on the weekends. We got to party a little bit more. I have a new subscriber, Tam. Hopefully, you were commenting about the driver's license. Hopefully you got your driver's license okay. Gamer for Life, thank you very much for your questions. Timothy. And who else here? Philip, Daniela, Amadou, and Fazi. Thank you again. These are some of the new subscribers that have commented and asked questions. I really do appreciate it. And thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. So hopefully you like this one. All right, so let's talk about the phone. So I've had it for a week, and I really do love it. It is an amazing phone. Now, I will tell you this, I am on a true 5G network. I live in Seoul, South Korea, in the heart of the city, and it is 5G guaranteed 100%. Okay? Not this 5G Lite or 4G on steroids, which I've had some people comment. It's not that. Korean networks are 5G. They have been 5G for quite a while.
I am sorry, but you have a notification.
And again, my phone. So, basically I set it up and I ran a speed test, the Ookla speed test. And, it says 5G. And the results don't lie. If you can see there, 195 megabits per second download. That's 2 gigabytes per second. Theoretical speed is 2.75. I've heard 4, but the reality is 2.75, and I'm getting 1.95. That's the best speed I've only done a few. I'm gonna be doing some more speed tests around. Obviously in my apartment, because I'm in a concrete box. If you check out my video prior, you'll see my video tour of my apartment. It's a concrete box. I get about 80, sometimes 100 megabits per second, depending on if I'm in the living room or if I'm in the bedroom, where the windows are. So it all depends on where you are in your house. Out in the street though, or in the subway, wow, I'm getting amazing speeds. I'm flipping from YouTube video to YouTube video to YouTube video, and it's loading like that. It's absolutely incredible. Now, the other thing I did too, and I'm posting a video about the Internet of Things. That video is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Korea is big on IoT, which means everything is on your phone. So what I did was I set up the Samsung Pay, and I just used my fingerprint and tap and go. I also set up my transit card, so I don't have to carry a separate card. I just swipe my phone, and then I can also recharge my transit card from my bank account. Either I can bill it at the end of the month, or I can pay as you go. It's really convenient. I don't have to carry cash anymore. I don't have to think about how much money. It's a super convenient for me here because I use transit a lot. I set up Uber and Kakao Taxi to pay by my bank card. So again, simple and easy to use. I have used the video. Not 100% sure I have it properly set up, so I'm gonna watch a few more tutorials on that and see if I can tweak that a little bit. I think I have the settings on wrong. The one thing I don't like about it is, let's see if I can set that up. There we go. As you can see, the cameras are right here, so it eats into this space here. Whereas it used to be on the old phone, on the previous models, it was all the way across. I had notification bar. So right now, if I have too many notifications, they disappear. So I have to actually bring it down to check the notifications. The other thing is that it is missing a notification light. An LED light used to be here, where if I got a message and my phone was sitting on the table and it was in vibrate or silent mode and I'd walked away and then I came back, I could see it flashing. Now you can do a screen flash, and there are apps to download called Good Lock and Ring something, and they put a ring around here. But it's a ring, it's complicated to set up, and I looked at it, I looked at the tutorial. I don't think it's functioning on the S10 5G. It's functioning on the S10, but not the 5G, because I tried to get it to start and it wouldn't. The other thing is that it does not have a memory card. Now, I said I had the 256. This is the 512 gigabyte. I got half a terabyte of memory. And I can't remember how much RAM I have. I think it's 6 gigs of RAM. It's fast. I mean, I've never had a slowdown on this. But I do have the 512 gigabyte model. Now, let's talk about the plans. I'm going to talk a little bit more detail of the plans, okay? Now, if you have any questions about the phone, you know, I set it up with lock screen. I set it up with fingerprint. You know, all my apps are there, the ones I use the most. Up to go to the app drawer, down to, you know, to the settings and everything like that. So it's pretty functional. I'm superbly happy with it. I wouldn't mind having the icons a little bit smaller. I'm gonna figure that out too. I think there's a way to do it. So anyway, let's talk about the plans. So I'm just gonna look online here. So South Korea released the plans. Today is April 28th. And South Korea released the phone on the... When did the phone come out? I think it came out the first or second week of April. So I got it about a week after it was launched, and I've had it for a week. So the plans came out at the beginning, and there's, like I said in my previous video, there's 3 phone companies: SK Telecom, which is the #1 provider, KT, Korean Telecom, which is the incumbent phone company, and LG U+, which is the minor player. I've been on SK Telecom for the longest time and totally satisfied with their service. Never needed anything. But now I switched to KT. And the reason being is that using 5G, and it's not everywhere. Like if you're in an elevator, it drops to 4G. It's not everywhere, right? So you're not going to get it. I'm gonna say that I get it about 80% of the time, wherever I happen to be. And I'm a heavy user. I'll go between 8 and 10 gigabytes on mobile and 30 to 50 gigabytes on Wi-Fi in a month. So I'm using just around, I'll say maximum 100 gigabytes a month on 4G. And 5G, I would probably use 10 times as much. SK and LG U Plus have caps on the amount of data. They say unlimited, which is upwards of 3 or 4 or 500 gigabytes. But once you hit that, you drop down to 4G. So it's not truly unlimited. Now the pricing plans are cheaper by a few dollars than the regular services. So here's the gist of it. So let's say SK is giving 8 gigabytes for $50, 150 gigabytes for $65, 200 gigabytes for $85, and 300 for $110. You know, I looked at that pricing and I said I'm going to blow through that in 6 days. You know, I've gone a week and I've done 35 gigabytes or more. I haven't fully checked it yet. No, 6 times. Close to 50 gigabytes is what I've used. So SK is offering plans in and around the $80 to $100 range, 80,000 won to about 100,000 won. But they have a cap. LG U Plus is doing about the same. Their plans run from 75 to 85 for around the same data package. Again, they have a cap. But SK is offering the same thing, 80 to 100, 110, no data cap, unlimited for the term of the contract. So for the next 2 years, this is what I have. They cannot change it, unlike some American companies who do change in the middle of the term. And the other bonus I get is I get 4G roaming free. So when I travel, I don't have to pay the $9 or $10 a day for roaming or buy a second SIM card, a local SIM card, and buy the service there. I will get true 4G LTE service speeds for free while roaming. So there's a bonus. I don't travel that much. I mean, once a year. But this past January, I was gone for a month. I mean, that's quite a bit of money on just data. So that's what changed me to KT. That's what I wanted. That's what I researched. The phone subsidies are a little bit better with SK because they're larger. But, I mean, for 125,000 won, so about $130, I'm getting a phone for 2 years. And the phone is about $1,500 US. So, I was paying 94,000 won, about $100 for my previous phone, which was an S8. So to me, it's an investment, and I love it. So those are the plans that you can get. Now, you do have to have a long-term visa or be a Korean. You cannot get this if you are an e-visa teacher or a short-term visa in Korea. You cannot get these benefits or promotions. You have to be an F-class visa or a long-term permanent resident like I am, or a Korean citizen. So that's another caveat that I'll give to there. All right, so final impressions of the Samsung Galaxy, oh, I didn't do that fingerprint. Samsung Galaxy S10 512 gigabyte 5G super phone. I'm gonna say it's amazing. Compared to my S8, it's a lot thinner. It weighs about the same, a lot bigger. I like the fact that it is big. My eyesight's not the best. So for me to look at this with the text and the large screen, I love it. I'm actually using Bixby. I'm using the Bixby app to track my routines. The other thing I like about it is that the Wi-Fi turns on in areas where it's intuitive. If I'm in the same place every day and I turn on the Wi-Fi, it automatically turns it on when I arrive at that location, which is simple, and it turns it off when I leave. What else? I haven't really gone through a lot of apps, and that's the next thing I'm going to do is over the next week is I'm going to talk next video. I'm going to talk about some of the apps that work on here. The camera is good. I'm going to talk about the camera. There are some exclusive apps for the 5G network. I'm going to try, I have a Gear VR, and I'm going to talk about that as well. All right, so I guess that's it. Unless you have some questions, please post those questions about the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G on the KT Telecom network in South Korea. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to answer them the best I can. And I'm going to give the phone a 9.8 out of 10. 9.5, 9.8. The two things I said, no SD card, which is not a big deal yet, right? Not a big deal yet. Let's see in 2 years how much data, how much storage I need. No LED, again, not a huge deal, minor. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the sound on this thing is insane. It is almost like this simulated surround sound. It's simulated surround sound. It is amazing how great the sound is. It sounds like it's coming out from like these two sides. I think it has the bone induction system. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I'm gonna check that out for my next video and talk more about that. But it is amazing. Okay, so what I want to do is sign off for today. I'll talk to you guys later. itaewonsammy, living life out.